We are happy to announce that this episode of the SWW Show is partially brought to you by Humble Bundle. Well, not really. We are part of the Humble Bundle referral program, and we just wanted to say that if you like really cheap games and maybe helping charity pending the Humble thing going on, all you have to do is go to humblebundle.com/partner equals SWW. That's right, humblebundle.com/partner equals SWW. And you just do your normal stuff, and it just kind of helps us get a couple bucks here and there. Maybe it helps AJ get his lights, maybe it's Mike camera, maybe we actually pay Corey for helping us out. But again, if you're going to go buy games anyway, it might be worth checking out.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 62 of the SWW Show. It's me, AJ, and Mike. We're recording this one live. We're doing it live, people. Doing it live.
How long until people don't understand that reference? Like, how long do we have?
I mean, it's a meme, so...
But like, at this point, do people know where that comes from?
Why are you turning that up?
Oh, you turned it off. Okay.
Yeah, I turned it off, so...
Never mind. I was saying if we wanted some, but... But like, because like that's the thing is like, how you really...
that meme is like... Even that is... What, 20...
Has to be. It's O'Reilly, right?
years old? 30 years old? The Bill O'Reilly Fuck It, We'll Do It Live?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's got to be at least 25 years old.
Got it.
There we go.
Nice.
We're just doing the tutorial of moving out. So
we are here. I'm trying to think what we got. What we got? What any important stuff to start with? It's in the year 2023. Fair to say, a crapshoot of a year. It seems across the board, especially if you wanted to keep your job. Doesn't seem like one of those.
That like
good years.
This year, for a lot of people, not just I don't know, the little guys, but also the big guys.
Yeah, this is like across the board.
As we're recording this, like it's announced that Bobby Kotick is out before the end of the year, which was pretty amazing.
It's funny because like the rest of the rest of Activision C-suite like is like in, it seems like either through beginning of next year or sometime in January, where he's like just out by the end of this year. Like,
yeah,
it's interesting to me. You can tell they wanted him out, where the others are like, if they get more of a payout, they don't care the same, which is what it probably reads as to me. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Starting with what we've played, I just want to show. I've been playing a bunch of the System Shock remake on the Steam Deck. It's plays pretty, like, it makes sense. It's an old game. It plays, I think, surprisingly well, and I think they made it more modern than I think you'd expect it to be, and it play like I think there is some readability issues, kind of, especially being on the Steam Deck, but like it's also a 30-year-old game, like.
Yeah, it's one of the, excuse me, it's
one of those.
Okay, it's an old game. Yes, they modernized it, but it's an old game on a small system. Right.
And that's like, I give it some level of annoyance, but like, okay, whatever, because like, it doesn't even say like it's recommended for it. The other thing I've been playing though, which is just a goddamn classic, well, maybe the weakest of them, is I was playing a bunch of Civ 6. So.
Nice.
Civ 6 to me always, it's Civ. I need one of those games to like not care or think about life, and it's a good one of those. So I've been messing with that. It plays really well in the Steam Deck because like we've all wanted portable Steam. Like sometimes when you're younger, so you wanted that portable Civ, and it works, I think, well, and like doesn't drain the battery at all. It's Civ.
That's really impressive because Civ has always been a resource hog in terms of like
just ever.
Yeah.
No, like, legitimately, I'd play for, like, 2 hours and I'd still have, like, 6-spin batteries. So I don't know, like, if it'll stay linear like that, but, like, all things considered, I don't think that bad.
Yeah, that's very good.
So that was kind of my big stuff since we've talked. I don't know if you have anything.
I really haven't been playing anything. I've been like stupid busy.
I was like, you've been out a bunch. I saw.
Yeah. I've been out and about. Well, I can talk about it here because they'll never hear it because they definitely don't listen to this. I drove round trip 6 hours to go skiing.
Where'd you go?
Northern Michigan.
Okay.
Solely because I knew that someone that I've been crushing on was going to be there.
Of course.
Now, I also had a free day there, so it wasn't like I needed to go there anyway to use it. So it was like, use it now or use it later in the season.
Mm-hmm.
And with the pass that I have 2 days there anyway. So it's one of those where it's like, okay, I could have done that, or, you know, I have 3 days this year to use. How do I want to use them? But I'm going to Utah in late January.
I need help with the bed.
And, yeah, see that? And so I was like, I just need to be on snow.
Please tell me you're going to Utah for the correct answer, which is because it's cheaper Colorado.
No. The pass that I have, it's called the Indy Pass. It's
Okay.
actually, if you are serious about this, about snowboarding, you should look into it, especially being in the Midwest. Here, we gotta move this first. Because it's all of the, like, smaller
ones.
resorts. There's a ton of places in the Midwest on it.
It was like Cascades, the one I always think of with like Madison.
Yeah. And so it's all these smaller resorts, which is great because it's like, you know, these small resorts are what keep the business going. Like,
We can't all afford to go to.
yeah, we can't all afford the Keystones and the Coppers and the Breckenridge and the Vale and the, you know, this and that. So I've got this pass.
That one counts.
No, the bed's not in yet. Swing this one in. I think we have to throw this one. We're definitely gonna have to throw the bed.
What am I supposed to be hitting for throwing? Is it
I
X?
think you have to. Yeah, you have to be on the end of it.
Okay, that explains it. I'm like, I swear you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. What the hell? Well, maybe we've moved enough to. Can you jump? There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, so this Indy Pass has places all over the country. In fact, all over the world. So I've been making. When I went to Vermont in the Northeast, I did that because of Indy Pass. I went to all Indy Pass places while I was out there. So when I'm going to Utah, it's the same thing. I'm going to Indy Pass places.
That makes sense. But also, like, in general, I've always heard that Utah's a similar quality, but like just cheaper because no one thinks of Utah.
Oh, everyone thinks of Utah. It's the place to go. Like, their thing is like they have the best snow on Earth.
Let me put you. The banks don't think of going there, so it's not as expensive.
Yeah, it's also lower in altitude. So like the place I'm staying at, I think the peak is under 10,000 feet.
Okay.
Like, when I was in Wyoming, I think the valley floor was like 7,500 feet.
Oh wow.
And so like the peaks were like 12, I think. So, you know, it's easier obviously when it's lower in altitude.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as much of a strain on the body. And I'm going to be out there I'll be riding for 3 days.
Whoa.
3 days straight. I'm out there Monday to Saturday. But Monday and Saturday are travel days. So I was like, I just need to get on snow first off, and then
So, nice warm up.
yeah, just to get the legs back working properly. Hold on, I got to deal with Michelangelo here. And so this woman from work, she's a ski coach in her spare time. So she was going to be up there. And I was like, fuck it. Like, I got to go anyway. Like, don't have to go.
But you have to go.
But, she's going to be up there, so why not? And, so I went. And it rained when I got there. Like, it was raining on the way up. But then as soon as I got on the snow, it stopped. But it was above freezing.
Because the weather, like, it wasn't the best this weekend, per se, in the Midwest.
The weather straight to Christmas doesn't look that good. So
at least for, like, these circumstances. As a weather, I'm fine with it. But, like, for these circumstances, I consider not the best.
I can't throw Michelangelo into the road.
I know.
Actually,
really
the
tried.
turtles. Who's the red turtle?
Raph.
Raphael. Okay. I can't throw Raphael into the... here, but maybe I can yeet his ass into the fire.
No. He's just annoying.
Yeah. So anyway, I did that, and then I posted it onto my story, and you're like, hey, we're both snowboarding today. I'm like, really? I didn't respond to you, but...
That was pretty funny.
Where did you go? Did you go to Madison?
No, we're actually up in north of Minneapolis.
Oh, nice.
So.
Whereabouts?
Kimball? It's like an hour and some change north of the cities.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Again, same for you, though. Weather problems.
Yeah. It has not been a good year in the Midwest for snow.
No.
It hasn't been a great year in the States for snow, honestly. Compared to last year. Last year was...
Yeah, last year it was like magnitudes more snow.
Ungodly. Like, second highest snowfall places have seen. A lot of places it was the highest they've ever seen. Yeah.
But yeah, that's snow stories. Let's jump straight into it. There's a lot of things I could have started with. I'm just starting with what was the top TV story when I wrote the original news, and that should tell you how much this is wild. Marvel has officially dropped Jonathan Majors since he was found guilty in that lawsuit.
I still can't believe... So he was found guilty, which is great.
Right.
I just read before we started, he could not be facing any time.
Yeah, which is wild. It's up to a year, I think is what it was, but it's not there's no minimal on the sentencing.
So he could be found guilty, not serve any time.
But still fired.
But he's still fired, which is good because...
Which like at least he'll get some form of justice. That means because that was a heavy payday. He lost.
Yeah, like I'm all for justice where justice needs to be done. I'm not for the, for lack of a better term, vigilante justice that sometimes happens. Why are you going into the bathroom?
I did not mean to. It just kind of pushed me. There we go.
And, every now and then it feels like there's been these vigilante justice moments with some of these allegations. And, some people lose their jobs when they shouldn't.
And some should.
Some should when they...
Right.
When they're... found not guilty, and it's just a shitty situation for everyone involved. Oh, if you... I was saying...
Yep.
And it's just... Yeah, it's just tough. It's...
Yeah. So here's the real wild question. What the hell does Marvel do? Do they recast him, or do they,
they're pivoting. Like...
That's fair. Like, I'm curious how much, like, do they just be like, sure, this king existed, and just pretend that this happened? Do they try to explain it? Like, that's, I guess, what I'm curious. Because it's not like Iron Man 1 rechanging where that was different. Like, when they recasted with Don Cheadle. Like, this is a little more complicated. People know it a bit more. They know who he is.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah, I think it's... I mean, they have... I don't know what that is. The ability now where, because they have a gajillion shows, they can do whatever they want.
Right.
So
we will see. Then the other one, this broke literally today. And the other wild news one is Paramount might be merging with Warner Brothers Discovery.
yeah.
Which, like, wouldn't that be, that would be the most, like, on paper of what they had, the most important film studio of all time, right?
It'd definitely be up there. I mean, obviously, excuse me,
Obviously,
some of the
Sony
originals.
and, right, you have the Sony stuff, you have the MGM stuff, but, like, otherwise, like,
You wanna move this up?
Jesus. Yeah, I'm coming. Like, I just saw that and I went, also, like, does that fix their financing, do you think? So does it make their financing like, does that really fix what the problem with Warner Brothers is right now?
Here, let's get this a little more
Okay.
squared off.
Like, that's my big thing with that, is, like, does this actually fix the problems we're seeing?
Honestly, in a way, yes.
Because of the money?
Right, because now they're going to be at a point where they're going to have 3 streaming services in one.
But I'm assuming those are getting, like, combined into one service.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Discovery Plus, or whatever it's called, has been shut down. And it's all on Max. Paramount Plus will then shut down and put all that on Max. And I mean, honestly, if that's the case, they could charge $30 a month for Max,
Because it'd be worth it.
and it'd be worth it because it's $10 a month for 3 services, and you're like, okay, I can. In my head, that's manageable.
Or, you know, they upped it to 20, which is probably, they more realistically would start at the 20 up and then kind of do it as they merge everything. Like, there are ways they could do it a bit to kind of... They ought to do the Disney thing of, they're like, it's on the same structure but separate services, so to you it's cheaper to run it. With, like, Hulu and stuff and ESPN. We're like, sure, it's a la carte, but we both know on the back end it's one service at this point.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'll be curious. As of now, this is kind of breaking news, so this could very much change and not be happening, and for all we know, change very fast. But that was big stuff there. There's no big wrestling news this month, obviously. There's some stuff going on in January, but we will see kind of what's going on.
That's not
there is the return
entirely
of...
false, because Kenny's out with diverticulitis.
That's true.
But
that one, it's like, I feel like Kenny being out, like, a Tuesday level of news. Like, it's just like a... Kenny Omega gets injured, you're like, that's kind of assumed the way he wrestles.
yeah, well, but this is more of like a medical, like...
So I don't fully understand this. Like, I understand people get it, and it's rough. Like, what is it that he has?
Diverticulitis. So Lesnar had this back when he
Right,
was in the
I read
UFC.
that.
And, like, it is painful. So it's, you know, it's one of those where you don't wish it on even your worst enemy.
That should be good.
Yeah. As long as it's highlighted, it's good.
Yeah. So we will see. Again, Kenny Omega, I do generally think is one of the best wrestlers today. So we're always hoping he's back sooner than later.
He's one of the best of all time, right? It's like,
yeah, but like especially like yes, but like of the people also today, like he is one of like. That's why I think him and Jericho as tag team partners actually thinks a decent play. Like the way they're playing it, of like, especially if they don't want to be on there every day, it's a decently good like way to do it and handle it. So. But yeah.
I guarantee you, getting the chicken's a bonus.
100%. You want the dining room table?
Yeah.
So the only trailer news, just because it is a weird month, is there was a cool kids coming out called If. Did you get a chance to check out this trailer, and what are your thoughts on this? What I'm assuming is somewhat of a kids movie.
I didn't get a chance to really spend a ton of time with the trailer. So
I think it's cool. It reminds me of when Ryan Reynolds did what's that movie a few years ago he did with Sean Levy, with like the kid and it's like one of those where Ryan Reynolds it's like still being
the Netflix movie.
Yeah, like it very much feels like one of those, like from a comedy style and stuff.
Yeah, what was that called? It was something kind of generic.
Yeah, like I thought it was a decently good movie, but like it definitely had a very generic title.
Cox on the loose.
So yeah, I will be keeping an eye on that. I think it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. Jumping into it, of course, because it officially broke right after we talked last time. We're just going to start with this one. GTA 5 is real.
GTA
we have
6.
The trailer. GTA 6 is real. We have the trailer.
I say GTA 5 is real. It's been out for a decade.
Comes out in 25. What are your initial thoughts on the... I'm assuming you're excited to see more whenever we see more a year from now?
Excuse me, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people were pissed that it's a 25 game. But I'm like,
what do they expect?
realistically, it's the end of 23, basically 24.
And like, also, if we're being honest, like, even if they didn't say 25, it was not going to be a 24 game.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be a big thing to me.
Even if they said 24, it's like, that's getting delayed to 25.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they're saying 25 off the rip is good, because that tells you that they are confident that they can make it. Because they're not giving themselves such a small timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have to throw everything.
Oh, God.
I think
so. Cool. But yeah, then the other news that kind of broke right before this is about massive changes over the Xbox leadership. Obviously, the biggest of those being has to really do with like Bethesda changes and now Activision changes. Basically, a lot of leadership is now changing, and they are directly reporting into kind of an Xbox structure versus like Bethesda being independent within the Xbox structure, kind of akin to Bungie and Sony. And as we said, kind of teased, I think Bobby Kotick will officially be leaving Activision before even the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which is a big change too.
Yeah, it originally had been kind of assumed that Bobby would
We knew
be
he'd
out.
be leaving at some point. I don't think we had this exact of a timing.
We knew it was going to be around the first of the year.
Right.
Was always the wording. Was that he wasn't even going to make it.
But as we both know, in corporate speak, that's a pretty broad timing, so it was always hard to tell kind of what that meant until we saw it. So yeah, that to me is a pretty big one. I'm curious, do you think that we're going to see Xbox maybe stabilize with that stuff? Because that feels like it could fix maybe, hopefully, some of their issues.
That's a very real question at this point, right? Like
they need to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Like
Xbox is in a position where Sony is so far ahead of them, right, in terms of sales.
Mm-hmm.
It was just announced that the PS5 has hit 50 million.
Which is a hair beneath where the PS4 was, but it's still like such a trajectory that like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That it's not perfectly where like for their ideal world.
I mean, we're living in a world where the top probably the top 5 console sales are going to be the PS2, the Wii, the Switch, the PS4, and the PS5.
And the PS3 isn't that far behind if we're looking at actual numbers.
Yeah.
Because like selling the PS3, if people forget how well it actually sold too. Like Sony's worst generation, right? Sony's worst generation is still not bad by any real metric.
I mean, yeah, Sony's worst is the PS1, which is like 70 million, I think.
Which again, you're like, especially if you look at that time, you're like, whatever. Like,
yeah.
So it was not a problem year.
You go, hold on, their worst is better than Microsoft's like
second
middle?
best. Because their best is 360, and that's like
Yeah.
right around. But that and the PS3, I always remember their spitting distance. Like PS3 was a
The
hair ahead, but
PS3
not-
took off towards the end.
And no, it beat it, but like it's not like that much ahead. Where like if you like any of them, you'd say that you'd be like, okay, you could see you thought either was ahead.
Yeah.
Kind of just being numbers wise.
Yeah, in the States, the 360 was far and away the favorite.
Right. Did you check my throw there?
I was not really paying attention, honestly.
If you
I
come
was
over
able
here,
to
'cause I need
throw.
you. Yeah, I need you for the bed anyway.
But, yeah, I mean, you look at most of the successful companies, right, in the video game space, they're Japanese,
Which is very true.
and how do we...
There we go. It's like a real one. You have to fight it.
This is like me trying to fit inside of a... Never mind, not going to finish that.
Nope, I was scared where that sentence was going.
You know, it's one of those structures where Western hierarchical structures don't necessarily work in video games.
Yeah, that's probably what it is that's probably where we're trying to be honest, where the problem lies.
There's so many middle
grab the heavy one.
managers. You're not gonna...
I'm going to try to grab this thing because that's just as important.
All right, let's wait for you.
Yeah, there are so many middle managers and stuff. Jumping also to the next story that I want to shout out, kind of as I finish this level, that I am, unless you really think there's something you want to shout out on it, I want to just kind of discuss the broad of the story versus the specifics. That's being the, as also we're talking too, we're grappling with what is the shittiest situation for workers. Of the Insomniac basically had all of their data just breached, and their entire database, and like, you could find everything that kind of happened in that breach and some wild stuff. I think we need to throw it.
I think we need
But-
to reorganize some of the stuff in the truck.
That's fair. The big thing I want to say to that one though is like, how shitty it is for those workers right before like Christmas.
Oh, yeah, like
this is wild.
it's personal addresses, it's like
Social
cell phone
security numbers.
social security numbers, like all the shit that you don't want to have get out into the public.
Is exactly
out
what we're
there.
talking about here. So that's why I want us to be like, if you're looking that stuff up, like, that's fine. Go spoil what people are working on. Like, as shitty as it is, like, we've all kind of accept that's just, like, what you can do. Don't be the idiot and go try to do that stuff. Like, don't share that. If you find that information, leave it be.
Yeah,
Go
leave
for
that
it.
shit to yourself. Like,
Like,
I do love that this is the one thing that's gotten like the industry covering games to be like, no one's gonna talk about this. Like, we'll talk if
And, like-
there was a breach, but that's it.
right, that's what, like, this. That's what I'm putting out. Been like, that has happened. But, like, just don't. So, that was kind of big stuff there. AJ, let's jump into what I like to call people who think they're more important than they are. Can you imagine what story that is already?
The God of War director?
No. Oh, no.
Former God of War director?
I was more referring to. Oh, I didn't know who did that. I was more referring to. So there's a story going around that basically there was this open letter going on in the Game Awards of the future class, and then now they have sat down with game developer to kind of discuss their disappointment that the Game Awards didn't involve itself more in politics. I just want to say two obvious things, okay? Right? You were future class, which means the whole thing was not saying you have no influence. People care way less, which is true. And two, this is gonna sound real strange. What? Maybe there's a reason Jeff decided that this stuff, the night about video games, isn't about wars. It's
Yeah.
strange. I know that people don't understand how not everything has to be politics, but like it's really true.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about award shows
Award
try
shows
to
never-
not be political.
And you know they are political. Has a award show ever changed anyone's mind ever?
I I think the closest anyone's ever been was Marlon Brando having the Native American woman accept his award or reject his award.
But you can see how that's different than like a bunch of people reading a statement or a letter. Like, especially when. Here's the thing also that I process too. We know what everyone thinks. Like, that's why I don't understand too of this. It's like, this isn't like a like controversial, like, what do these people think? Like, I promise you, we know what we know what they wanted the people were gonna say, and we know what they were gonna say. Like,
yeah, the people that would have talked, we know what they would have said because they've posted about it 1,000 times on Twitter.
Right, that's why I don't understand this also. Like, when they think this thing of like this, it's like, right, but like, you're not saying anything new, which, like, sure, if you want to add your voice to 1,000 voices, it's one thing, but, like, also, like, no one who is watching that were you gonna convince. Because the people who cared already agreed with you? Like, I don't know. Like, this is all this stuff of the usual nonsense of, yes, not everything has to be political, but apparently people don't understand these concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, other stuff. I think we're kind of almost finally done with Epic's journey through legal hell. They got a surprising win, actually, at this one, versus Google, where they were declared a monopoly because of certain economic practices, which basically means that Google gets fined, and they have to, like, change some pricing, it looks like, on their store, I believe is what it is, but, like, fundamental, and they have to let external app stores on their phone. But otherwise, it seems to me that, like, it doesn't seem that bad of a loss for Google, all things considered.
No. It's a win in basically every sense of the way, because Google gets slapped on the wrist and says, oh,
oopsie,
other people have to be allowed on the Play Store.
Right.
We need to allow other markets on our phones, which they already kind of do. Through allowing, open SDK stuff.
But just not direct. Like, you can't put a store on the Google Play Store that someone download. Right.
And I don't think going forward, it's not going to be like, oh, there's a app for the Epic Store or whatever.
Right.
That's not
the
gonna
biggest
be
thing.
this.
The biggest thing Epic wanted was they wanted to be able to use their own payment processor.
Yeah.
Because they wanted not to pay the quote-unquote Tim Sweeney quote of the Google tax, which we're ignoring how any of this stuff works to begin with. which I just want to point out the obvious irony of all this based on the documents we saw came out from the court cases too, of Tim Sweeney's whole thing of we can make a profitable store at 12% and the Epic Store has only lost money.
Yeah.
But it is what it is there. In continuation of, because of course there's more layoffs, the 3D Realms has had layoffs and the Time Splitter closure has officially happened since we last talked. Do we think we're officially done with video game layoffs before the end of the year?
Fuck no.
Like,
somebody's going to get laid off on the 30th or the 31st.
Right? It's going to be like some big team too.
Yeah.
God. And then other layoffs that we had to shout out also was Hasbro just basically laid off Wizards across the board. So that includes both D&D and Magic teams have been gutted. That's my understanding. Both from stories there, and actually I know some people at Wizards and talking to them. It's down to like teams, which is wild because that was the profitable part of Hasbro. So it's an infamous story of corporations not actually taking care of where they make the money.
Yeah. Sad reality of this modern world.
So yeah, that is more layoffs. There is only one more story of layoffs, but this one, let's be honest, they kind of had it coming. Since we last talked, the day before has launched, has unlaunched, and the studio closed, all within 24 hours. So honestly, a pretty impressive turnaround all around. AJ, what would you think of your time with the day before, which I assume you spent your good hard money on?
Oh, I did jack shit with the day before. I'm so happy I avoided it.
You called it too. Of like you're like something like immediately you're like this is not even like a real product.
I was like, this is a money laundering scheme. I don't know how, but it is.
So what made you like obviously it looked kind of sketchy, but like what really made you like be suspicious of it?
It was just a full-on asset flip. Like, everything about it was an asset flip. And you're just like, how are they expecting anyone to take this seriously?
And it was like real money too. It wasn't like a $10 game or something, right? It wasn't even like a, but it wasn't like, but it's enough where like I remember this thing has been on Steam for a hot minute, like listed there for wish listings. Every time I would look and see dads, it's like, Jesus, this game's been up there forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it was always one of those, when is this game going to come out and what is it actually going to be?
Right. I will be curious to see. And then did you hear the stories too? I don't know if they ever got confirmed of basically the CEO basically renamed the company and a bunch of stuff, but it was still the company on the back end.
Yeah.
At least put a new company name down. At least pay the $200 to list a new product on Steam if you're going to do that.
These people need their beach ball? Okay, whatever.
You tell me you wouldn't move your beach ball? For how much you're probably paying us per hour?
I was gonna say, a beach ball costs what? $1? $2?
And in this economy, we'll call it $2.50.
A beach ball in this economy? What is that meme? Like, I don't know what that meme is from.
I don't either, but it's so good.
But it's perfect.
It's like
Like, I assume it's like a Schitt's Creek or something
it
like
has
that.
to be, right?
That I've never watched.
Schitt's Creek, I tried an episode, I couldn't do it. I don't know why, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, on paper, Schitt's Creek seems like it could be my thing, it just isn't.
Well, the problem was, everyone was like, oh, you gotta give the show, like...
Way too long.
A season and a half. And you're like...
You're like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not,
like,
I'm not investing literally 15 hours for a show to be good.
Right. Especially a sitcom, where like, let's be honest, I enjoy a good sitcom, especially more than you, but like, I could get a good enough one that's good in an episode. Why the hell am I waiting like that long?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against sitcoms, but... Yeah.
Yeah. And then the final thing we have to say goodbye to, we have officially lost in the year 2023. AJ, it has officially happened. E3 is officially dead. The ESA has made next that the Electronic Expo will not be happening next year.
What was it? Electronic Entertainment Expo?
Entertainment Expo, yeah.
Yeah.
Will not be happening next year in Los Angeles or anywhere. It's done. It's over. What do you think of that? And honestly, pretty wild, saying like not that long ago was it like that was like the Super Bowl for video games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, pre-pandemic, E3 was the
like
show.
you could, yeah, like 2018, it was already starting to fail. Like all this was starting to happening, but especially pre-pandemic, like it still was. Like those moments still were moments and stuff.
Oh, we are just.
You gotta
fucking
come.
This big.
You gotta come with me.
I'm trying. I'm like stuck midway. Hold on.
So yeah, that's it. And then finally, as we are fighting, let me make this really easy on us. I have everything that was announced during the Game Awards, which there was a lot. Gonna be honest. I'm trying to think of any big stuff as my entire machine craps out on me. Come on.
We can't throw it. Let's leave Slinky Dog for the end, and we'll wrap everything up.
And then once we do that, once we finish Slinky, then I will list us. What the hell was announced?
Well, you can list that off. We'll figure this stuff out.
I need an alt tab to do it. So that's wrong.
Oh. What the shit?
You saw that?
I witnessed my friend get murdered.
Right? It's just they're all totally okay with it. No one cares. They just.
I'm Adam West, and I saw my friend get murdered.
I like how no one cared too.
Yeah. Let's get the second one done before we do this. Before we fuck this pig.
We going. Let's do it with the couchy board.
Oh, here,
Okay, we gotta move this stuff.
Well, here, move. Let's get these on now because we have this
Okay.
open. And then this.
Okay.
There.
And now this one's just gonna be us fighting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I'm a handicap pot.
Oh god.
Got no ups.
Do you got anything for us? Give us some movement here. I'm
Forgotten
losing
country.
again.
Forgotten country. Fuck. 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 All right, just bring that in. No, bring it the other way.
I see what you mean. God, if you want to move with yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. Oh, sure. Leave the handicap dude to figure this shit out.
I'm gonna use an equal. Is that what you want?
No. I want my ADA benefits. Oh, I'm royally fucked. Okay. God damn it.
I think we could do it. It's just doing it.
Yeah, it's. I think we have to push. We're gonna have to push the couch in with these items.
Okay, now let me see if I can just kind of. If we just get it in, that's all we need.
Yeah. Looks like my dude's fucking the table.
Can we throw it?
We can.
So that's what we're doing.
Slam dunk.
Perfect. So
Sure.
things that were actually announced at the Game Awards. Since apparently the awards don't matter. Brother, we know a Brother Tales 2 Sons remake is coming. Pony Island 2 is coming. The Rise of the Golden Idol. Usual June. Harmony Musical. I'm sure there's anything here that really pops up. There's a few things that was cool. Dredge Cross Dave the Diver, which, because of course, Exodus looks really cool. I'm assuming you might be interested in Exodus also.
Yeah. Hold on. Yes.
Yeah, that seems like one that it's very Mass Effect-y, obviously, so I think it'll be a cool little change. They announced some DLC for God of War Ragnarok in Valhalla, which of course is a roguelike DLC.
It's already out, too.
It's already out. I've heard actually decent things about it.
Yeah.
So, definitely go check that out. Hellblade 2 we saw kind of teased sometime next year. No Back for the Wicked, which is from Moon Studios. OD was interesting. Do you have anything to respond to the not game / movie from Kojima? Question mark. What are kind of your thoughts on these Kojima experimentations?
I mean, this is the Kojima experience, right? Everyone wants this, but nobody wants to deal with it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like, everybody wants the Kojima game, people forget how weird that dude is. Like, people want Metal Gear Solid 3, not realizing that the guy making that game is now tweeting about, like, seeing Barbie for the 4th time in theaters or something like that.
Right.
Like,
No,
the man is not well.
Well, the other stuff is we learned, and I didn't write this down too, all of the Fortnite updates, which include Rocket Racing, Lego, and the Harmonix not Rock Band game. So honestly, go check those out. They're surprisingly fun and like full-fledged modes too. Like, it really feels like a whole game in one. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping during the break to check those out a bit more. So
Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll come back and be Fortnite streamers.
that's true. Final Fantasy VII, we got a rebirth trailer, which we knew was coming. Marvel's Blade obviously is the one that people are talking about the most, and we kind of talked about last week. We know it's coming out at some point. That's kind of what we know. And that really looks like the big stuff, unless there's anything else that you kind of think kind of stood out from it. But to me, it was kind of like some really cool announcements that I kind of skipped around to go check them out. But like nothing big that we didn't talk about. And obviously, everyone kind of heard about the kerfuffle this year of how much time they actually all got to discuss about the awards.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the only other one is Light No Fire, right?
Right.
Hello Games might be the studio that went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows to the highest
But
of highs.
they've earned it back. They have worked for years to earn that back.
They earn the award for best community support every year.
Mm-hmm.
They are still making updates to No Man's Sky. And now they've got a new game.
Yeah, so I'll be very curious how it does, what it does, how it actually functions based on some stuff they're saying. So we will see. Games coming out 24. Starting, the big one starting on January 19th, we get Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Not weird at all.
Which is
like a dragon.
It's like $10 if you already own Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, that cool. Sounds correct. Yeah, that actually handled that pretty well. And it includes that roguelike mode, which apparently is pretty cool. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth comes out the 26th of January. Suicide Kill the Justice League comes out February 2nd in theory. Okay. February 8th, Helldivers 2 comes out. Would you believe it? Skull and Bones comes out February 16th. Do you remember when it was on last year's list? It was on this year's list the entire year?
Yes, I believe that it is coming out.
God, it's been a game that I can't. They announced that game when they announced AC5.
Yeah.
Like, don't put in perspective. Or is either 5 or 6? Either way, like, it's wild. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out February 29th, and then Dragon Dogma 2 comes out March 22nd. We have stuff kind of after that. I don't want to overwide us. I'm assuming Like a Dragon's the thing you're looking forward to the most on this list.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, I'm assuming we'll hear a lot more about that in the spring.
Ichiban waking up naked in Hawaii. And Kiryu's part of the team, I think, from the start.
Nice. And then finally, we got a problem. We gotta pick ourselves a movie. And this is a real one. In January, I couldn't find us a movie.
Release calendar.
So we are live, we're lying on the edges, Googling because I tried.
Oh, if this is out in theaters, we need to see Race for Glory. I don't know if it's going to be out in theaters, though. Because the documentary that is based on is insane. The Mean Girls musical remake. The Beekeeper actually looks pretty good. and then everything else is when I'm away. So
Yeah, you can see when I was looking how hard it was because there isn't much.
I would say if we want to do it before I'm gone, either the Beekeeper or Race for Glory.
Well, I would vote the Beekeeper, looking at it.
Yeah.
So the Beekeeper comes out the 12th. So.
Looks legit.
It looks legit. So yeah, that would do it for us for this month. We are sorry it's before the holidays, so it's a little bit of a shorter of what happened. So, but we will be back next year with a brand new stuff. I'm trying to think, anything else you got for the peoples?
I don't. Enjoy your holidays, everyone.
Yeah, get fat and eat merry, something like that.
Yeah. Goodbye.
The SWW Show and all of its affiliate podcasts are podcast by me, Mike Maroney, and AJ Losi, sometimes by our contributors, including Corey King. You can follow the SWW Show on social media at the SWW Show, or sooner or later you go to patreon.com/SWW to help us out. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.